Hi and welcome to Hi-Who, and in this video we'll be unwinding and taking things a little bit more casual. Sometimes you might not be in the mood to devour an intense 12+ hour long game. You might just want to sit back and do something a little bit more chilled to take your mind off things. So in this video we'll be taking a look at one of those games. The game I want to talk to you about is Gone Home, made by developer Fullbright in 2013, and then later released on console in 2016. The same team of people that made Minerva's Den in Bioshock 2, which was a fantastic little DLC with its own unique story in the world of Rapture. Gone Home is a first-person walking simulator having you play as Caitlin Greenbrier, returning home after an overseas trip around 12 AM on a cold and rainy night. The tone of the game is pretty unsettling at first, and I went into this game not really knowing anything about it, but very quickly the game establishes itself for what it's about. You may have seen other reviews tiptoeing around the topic of the game, and I guess I should kind of do that too. But the game and story is based around the discovery of items around the house that trigger journal entries read to you by Caitlin's younger sister, Sam. The game goes into concepts of what a teenager might have to deal with when growing into their own person, and trying to understand it themselves, their own reflections on these events surrounding their life and the people around them. However, it is a pretty simple concept, and it's been done before in both television and novels. Luckily, Gone Home manages to do it rather tastefully. The game is inherently simplistic, and it works. You enter a house with no idea where your family members are. As you walk around, you have the ability to interact with nearly every single item, being objects or notes. Now, I may not have mentioned this before, but the game is set in 1995. Everything in this house kind of has this 90s sheen to it. The developers have gone into some pretty intricate detail to make this house feel like it's a lived-in house from the 90s, from magazines to furniture to videotapes stacked by the TV. The game is rather linear, however you can pretty much start off wherever, given that a few doors are locked here and there, and you discover keys that will progress you to the next area, thus progressing the story. That's the game aspect of the review done. It's simple, it works, it's easy to believe that this is a house from the 90s. Well done, great job. Now, with the story and the game as a whole, this is where I'm going to have to talk to everyone, as there are quite a few opinions out there about the game, and some of them were a bit distorted. First of all, you have those who like walking simulators, understand that walking simulators are simplistic games that exist to tell a story and have the player generally experience something, and I'm probably one of those people. But then you have those who don't like walking simulators, and they are kind of like, what the fuck is this shit? Is this a fucking game? I'm like walking around a house and some girl like fucking talks to me? And look, that's fine. This isn't the game for you. But then you have those who like walking simulators but don't like the story of Gone Home. Again, that's fine. But some reviews from people have kind of been like, just because the game tackles topics like teenagers understanding who they are doesn't make this game real. Games like Deus Ex and XCOM have really interesting concepts and make you think. Okay, sure, but you were totally thinking about two different things here, buddy. This is a game set in a house from the 90s, and you are comparing it to a strategy game and a first-person shooter that are both science fucking fiction. I'm sorry, but what do you expect, Sam to be some lesbian realizing that she has superpowers and she had to hide them from her family and the consequences of revealing herself to everyone? Like, fuck, dude. The reason why Sam is real is because this is a believable topic in the everyday lives of people, either yourself or those around you. Too many games play with our expectations of what is real and take on this exaggerated form of reality. Gone Home is a simple concept and just rolls with it. It takes the story of a teenage girl and tells you it bit by bit. The game's runtime goes for around 2 to 3 hours, depending on how much time you spend rummaging around. Not only do you have the story about Sam, you also have a small little story about the previous owners of the house and your parents and their jobs. Gone Home sells for around $20, which is a bit pricey for this type of experience. I've played it twice with about 12 months in between playthroughs, and I can honestly say it isn't worth $20. It's a walking sim with a really nice simple story, but $20 is a bit much. I picked this up on discount and I can really recommend you do the same. It's a great game. Just pick it up when you want to unwind and rummage through someone's house. There's nothing like being nosy. If you've played this game before, tell me your thoughts on Sam. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, hit the like and sub button. This is Shawnee Maurice from Hi-Who. Thanks for watching.